everyone, it's Koleen again. In this episode of Sustainable Soul Searcher, we are going to speak to Kim Padilla, who started Strawtergy in the middle of the pandemic. And these are edible straws. And let's learn more about it. Yes, and during the pandemic, you did something very new and very innovative. You started Strawtergy. Tell us about it. Why did you think of starting it?
So first, we accidentally saw it in Boracay. We came there. Then, paisip kami, parang wala kami nakikita nito sa Manila. So sabi namin, bakit hindi natin ikalat yung gantong straw? Kasi at least, upon researching, yung plastic straw, all we know, hindi siya sustainable talaga. Plastic straws can, sabi nga nila, photodegrade. Since di raw siya nagbabiodegradate, it will photodegrade 20 years, 50 years, kung nasa dagat siya. And yung photodegrading niya is, hindi talaga siya nawawala. Ang nangyayari sa kanya, nagiging microplastic siya. So yung microplastics, nakakain ng mga isda. So actually, posibleng may microplastics na tayo sa katawan. So out of the picture na yung plastic straw. Then, napaisip ko, so ano yung paper straw? Sustainable din naman siya eh. Which is true, actually, paper straws are quite good. Yung idea niya is good. Unfortunately, upon researching sa Philippines, hindi ganun ka-efficient yung garbage, dumping ng garbage natin. Although, yung collection natin, this is something good about the Philippines. Yung collection rate natin, on an average, it's 85%. So, karamihan ng nakokolekta ng garbage, nakokolekta talaga natin. Unfortunately, dun sa isang study, nakita nila na 75% nung nakikitang basura sa Philippines na nasa dagat came from the collected garbage. So what does that mean? Yung nakokolekta natin na 85%, unfortunately, natatapon lang siya somewhere, sa tabi-tabi, na napupunta sa dagat. So kahit sabihin natin maganda siya, si paper straw, kahit nakolekta siya, napupunta pa rin siya somewhere kung saan-saan lang. Bakit? So si rice straw, anong advantage ni rice straw? One, biodegradable siya. Kahit itapon mo siya sa lupa, magiging fertilizer siya. Kung hindi mo man siya itatapon, pwede mo ipakain sa isda mo. O pwede mo ipakain sa pet. Actually, tinry namin ipakain sa aso pati pusa. Meron kami dito, kinakain nila. Kakatuwa. And lastly, pwede mo siyang kainin. Pwede mo siyang iluto since pasta rin talaga siya. Or pwede mo siyang papain lang as snacks. So, nung nakita namin yung ganun, plastic straw out of the picture. Paper straw dahil sa hindi maganda yung garbage collection, hindi maganda yung recycling sa Philippines, hindi ganun ka-efficient. So, out of the picture na rin, hindi siya ganun ka-sustainable. So, best alternative natin is, ito na, rice straw. Naisip namin, bakit hindi natin ikalat dito sa Manila, actually dito lang sa area namin, Las Piñas muna, Parañaque, Muntinlupa, para mabawasan yung waste na pinoproduce natin.
That Kim brings in, no? But eventually, I think your supplier will be manufacturing it here also in the Philippines.
Yes.
Tell us about this. So this is actually rice straw, edible straw. No, so the brand is called Strawtergy. And
Yeah.
tell us about it. So it is supposed to be 100% natural ingredients. It's zero waste. It's biodegradable. And it's also 4 times stronger. But this one, we need to cook it, no? Do we need to cook it before we...
Actually, yung straw, you can use it as a straw na agad. You don't need to cook it.
We don't need to cook it. Okay.
Yes. So it's like this. I have a sample. Naglabas na rin ako dito. So this is the soda straw. Ito lang siya.
Yes.
You can just use it as straw. Or you can just eat it.
So you can eat it directly. So this one, right away, kunyari we have those mga milk teas, no? Or sa house, meron tayong fruit juice or shake na ginawa sa house, we can use this straw.
Yes.
And it is all...
Use it agad. Tapos, kung ayaw nyo naman gamitin, yun nga, you can actually cook it kasi rice nga siya, made of rice.
So, niluto siya. Okay, so we'll open one. I'll open this, no? So, if we open this, pwede naman siyang bukas o kailangan sinisil siya after?
Okay lang siya bukas. Wala naman, since individually wrap siya, walang problema.
Okay. So it's individually wrapped, but this one is also paper. So it's not
Yes.
adding an additional,
No,
no? It's paper. And then this one, pag niluto siya, parang siya niluluto para siyang, pasta?
Pasta, yes.
Actually, can businesses also contact you? Because kasi ngayon tinanggal lahat ng straw, no? And sometimes pag nagda-drive-through, medyo talagang mahirap when you're drinking and driving and all that, no? So this is something they can put in their car and just, just stab it on the glass,
Yes.
no? Yeah. But what about companies? Is this a cost efficient enough for companies to use? Or gawing parang optional order? So parang when you're buying, they can say, oh, do you want us to add optional edible straw?
Yes, actually, I'd be happy kung wala talaga straw. Walang problema doon. Mas gusto ko 'yun, honestly. Kasi it will be zero waste, as in wala kang waste from straw. So which is good. Unfortunately, yun nga, sabi niyo, yung iba, gusto nila may straw, or pag nasa kotse nga, nagda-drive, gusto nila sila may straw. So, yung sa mga may kailangan, I would advise na they use yung sustainable, pati eco-friendly straws, like straw. Sa businesses naman, optional, yes. Pwede nilang i-offer, especially dun sa mga kailangan talaga na straw or gusto naging straw talaga sa drinks nila. Dun sa mga milk tea, dahil kailangan talaga siya ng straw, so maganda na ginagamit siya. Is it cost effective? Honestly, plastics, super baba ng presyo ng plastics. Why? Kasi yung plastics is actually a byproduct of the gasolines, fossil fuels, etc. So since byproduct siya, hanggat gumagamit tayo ng maraming ganun, so habang nagluluto tayo, gumagamit tayo ng LPG, gumagamit tayo ng kotse, madali mag-produce ng plastic. So sobrang mura niya. Paper straws, yes. You can buy paper straws around 1 peso, may nakikita ako. So how about rice straws? Rice straws, you can buy it at more than 1 peso. Anong advantage naman ito versus paper straws? One, yung paper straws, bukod sa, yun nga, nagsasag ka agad siya dahil sa drinks. Ayun pala, sorry. Dahil nagsasag siya, dahil paper nga siya, mabilis siya magsag sa drinks. Yung ibang customers, kumukuha ng dalawa. So at least with rice straw, since mas matibay siya, kahit isa na lang yung gamitin mo, wala ka ng problema. So in terms of cost, I would say yes, competitive naman siya versus dun sa alternative na paper straw. Since assume na natin piso si paper straw, kung yung customer mo kumukuha ng dalawa, so that's 2 pesos per one customer versus rice straw na isa na lang gagamitin mo na around magkano 1.5, 1.75. So yeah, it's better.
Ahead in the new normal game, a new way of living life, no, moving forward. So do you think more businesses will think of alternative sustainable ways of doing business, lalo now that we got to see a different way of life with the new normal?
Yes, I believe so. Actually, may nabasa ako research. This is just recent. Na-release lang siya ng 2020. Nag-research sila ng consumer behaviors. So, around around 70+% ng consumers said they are willing to buy green products or sustainable products. Yung 30%, they're gonna continue buying green products. So what does that mean? In the future, consumers will trust companies na nag-advocate or nag-use ng green products. So this will be good for businesses then in the future. And so why not start na? Bakit hintay mo pa yung future? Why not get that market agad today para once na build up na, mapupunta na sa'yo kasi they will trust that company since that company can say na, oh, we're reducing our waste, we're being more green, we're being more sustainable with our waste.
So how can people order Strawtergy? How can they order from you?
Ayan. Actually, we set up a Shopee page. So, they can order via Shopee. They just need to search yung at Strawtergy PH. Then, we also have a Facebook page. So, that's Strawtergy PH then. For households, I suggest yung via Shopee na lang muna. For businesses, we can discuss directly with them. So, we can give them better rates kasi they order in bulks. Plus, yung businesses, why are we giving better rates for businesses bukod sa they're ordering in bulks? It's due to our advocacy. Advocacy namin kasi is to reduce plastic and paper waste. So since yung businesses, malaki yung kaya nilang i-reduce na plastic and paper waste, we give them better rates so they can expand yung reach ng advocacy namin. We can partner with them.
Thank you for joining us in this episode of Sustainable Soul Searcher, your companion in your search for a sustainable way of life.